Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 70th with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had finished off the Milanese and taken all their lands, and lost even more lands to Mongolians, and we're about to lose the last of our lands to Mongolians unless we can really do some ass kicking. But we'll deal with that soon. For now, we've got a few other problems to deal with. We've got a bit of housekeeping to do with rebels. Some general housekeeping to do, I think. And also, we've got a little Imperial problem because the Imperials have decided it'd be funny to attack me at Nuremberg. Because that's just what they do for kicks now. So we're going to be dealing with that in just a minute, and we're also going to try and spend our loot money we made from taking Genoa and wiping out the Milanese. We've got a lot of florins to spend, a lot of florins to invest. Probably want to invest some of them into repairing Genoa, because I was sabotaging the city a lot recently. So that's pretty much already taken a lot of our funds out. So, but because they'll all get repaired within the turn, I'm not gonna bother doing it one turn at a time. Let's just get it done now. And there's also other things we can build, like the alchemist slab. That looks interesting. That'll allow us to upgrade firearms. I like the sound of that. Also build a cannon maker to allow us to build mortars and ribbos. I like the sound of that as well. How much is that? 1,584 florins. That's good. I think Prince Harry has... True, actually, that's knocking off money off our construction costs as well. Yeah, there's actually quite a few good things to build here. Recruitment, however, is not very good here. We've only got town militia and bombards. So we definitely want... Ooh, heavy armour. I want that as well, though. We definitely need to look into upgrading the recruitment prospects here. But then again, we are in the process of repairing a militia drill square. So we'll be right on with getting some build militia. So, actually, yeah, our recruitment prospects will improve. And then we'll get the siege work up, which allows us to start building trebuchets of our own, which might be useful for taking out the last few Imperial towns. Because I think the Imperials may become our next target. I don't really want to, but at the same time, they're quite weak. So I guess we really should just mop them up and then be done with it. Really, we can make our final focuses on taking out the Sicilians in the Mediterranean. They can keep this area. I don't want it. And then also taking out the Mongolians, because they're my arch nemesis now in this campaign. Since I don't have a French to play with anymore. So I was sending Admiral Michel to do a little bit of scouting actually of the Milanese, the Sicilian position. So
no further.
we're gonna quickly scope out and see how strong they are down here on Cagliari. If it's weak, I think we might try and take it, because we need to we need to at least take Sicily, Sardinia and Tunis in order to guarantee safe passage to the Holy Land. I mean, we could probably try and take Libya as well, because that would probably be helpful in some ways. So yeah, I'd like to say that. We've also got to lay siege to Antioch, because yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do.
They'd never been born,
that's not going to happen until next turn, and I think the Mongolians are going to react, and I think they'll bring the Polish along to help them as well, because the Mongolians are absolute dicks. So we'll leave that for now.
My master speaks well of you always.
Don't know who said that then, who was talking about my master speaking well of me, but okay. So yeah, we've still got a lot of things to do while the game lags for some weird reason. Priority number one is we're just going to finish off our battles for this turn. So there are a few rebels here and there that need wiping out. We've got some near York, we've got the Imperials at Nuremberg. Still got Christoffel to deal with, and we've also got to retake Marseille at some point. I am putting a plan into place with that. That's what the Angers garrison is being used for, and I think we'll continue building up the Angers forces. What do we know about Christoffel's army?
May we meet on the battlefield, you and I.
Alright, it's not that brilliant at least. It looks like it's mainly just spearmen, or at least armoured sergeants, a few mercenary knights, and then crossbow. So he hasn't bringing anything too special, so I think the army I've got now is probably going to be quite capable of toppling him, but it is going to need a bit more spear support. So recruit a couple more spears, and then one more unit of mailed knights, and then I think we'll near enough be ready to get this show on the road. Captain Simon's taking some nice troops down to Toulouse as well, so let's see. I definitely want these lot in the army. I definitely want these lot in the army, and we'll leave the disparate feudals for now. But there we go.
Splitting forces, sire.
Toulouse now has a full complement of troops for my next attack move, so yeah, I'm just going to continue spending all the money. Let's start recruiting some gun hawks. They'll be good for basically just winning the waves because, well, they're hawks, but with guns, which means, you know, gun hawks. Yeah, that'll be useful too. So yeah, we'll just go get some gun hawks, get a little fleet, and then we'll probably go and wipe out another Sicilian little territory. I wonder if anyone, I guess, does anyone know this? This island now is part of Valencia, so yeah, the Spanish owners. Kind of would have liked it if I could have taken that island again, the island of Magaluf or whatever it was called. That would have been fun. Right, anyway, let's just get on with it. Let's just start doing some battles now because I think I've talked. Well, I haven't really talked. I've talked for about 5 minutes now, so yeah. But we've set the stage. We've got a few battles to do. We've got some housekeeping to do. But I've kind of spent all the money, so we can't really do that much housekeeping. But yeah, let's just get these battles over and done with. I'm not really sure how. I think we'll probably get the majority of these battles done this episode. I don't think we'll probably be moving on to the next turn, but we'll see how it goes. You know, you never know what happens in battles. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. Our first battle is going to be John of Westbury taking on Captain William, who I think it's just one unit of armoured swordsmen. I just wanted to bring John in because then we could just kind of batter him with cavalry and archers. So, yeah, just get in and deal with it.
Them, my lord.
So here we go. It's us and Robin Payne against Captain William, one unit of armoured swordsmen. I'm not even, you know, I'm just going to auto-resolve it because it's actually literally just one unit. There we go, and John basically got all the kills, and Robin did fuck all. Well done, Robin.
Ah! Such is the fate of all who oppose us.
Good going, lads. I want to get these lads ready to go out to sea now.
Yes.
So,
My king.
rejoin York. We'll do whatever retrain we can first. And then we'll get moving. I would send them to Nottingham for retraining, but Nottingham right now is having a bit of a plague problem. So I've got a lot of people here who are just ill and dying of illness. Well, I hope they've quarantined themselves and oh yeah, it's lose a bald man. But yeah, until there's no plague, I ain't letting anyone out because I'm risking plague moving around. That being said, the plague should go in about 2 turns because I'm upgrading the capacity of the area. So then squalor should be too bad of a thing, but yeah. That's what happens when you let squalor get too high. The plague happens, and then that's like, you know, a fucking bucket of fun. Right, you lot have orders, don't you? Yes, you do. Good lads. Right, let's do our next issue then. And oh wait, have I done over Polish yet? You,
Fleet
Admiral,
ready, sire.
get rid of those Polish people. Get rid of Bronisad.
Engaging the enemy fleet.
That'll be dealt with later. Right.
We'll drop anchor until morning, sire.
Thank you for telling me that. Right, anyway, let's get on with our next move, which is going to be the defense of Nuremberg. So I don't really have the most troops in the area, but once more, this is kind of our standard Imperial foe.
Come and face the might of the Reich, coward.
I know we can't see it, but basically it's the usual Imperial build. Lots and lots of cheap militia who,
Orders.
well, die, because that's what militia does. Right. Simon, get in there and do your job, please.
To battle it is then, sire.
And then after that I want to try this handy hint that someone told me about multi-merging. That's going to be fun. Okay, we could attack at night by the way, but that's going to get rid of my reinforcements. Captain Morris doesn't like the night. So I'm going to have to just attack outright. We outnumber the enemy by about 500 men. It's 2 versus 5 far away. Ratio, and I have I don't want to say amnesia, insomnia issue, and Captain Frederius, by the way, he has no command because he actually is going to wet himself in this battle. That being said, he is bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of crossbow militia, who I will happily run over with my cavalry, 2 units of town militia, who I'll just happily slaughter. 1 unit of peasants, who we may as well write them off now, 2 ballistas, and a catapult. So he's got the artillery, but he hasn't got the infantry. He has got a couple of missiles, so I think some loose formations will be called for today. And we'll just have to counter-volley them all, because they're armoured, but then again, so am I, guys. Okay, lads, you know what you're doing. Get in there, kill them, win. get the Imperials away from my lands for a little bit longer, because I ain't tolerating them invading me again, because they are full of some bullshit.
I shall lead our forces. In war, there's nothing so becomes a man as bravery before your enemies. A man can be afraid and still be brave, and any man who faces battle without concern is a moonstruck fool. To be brave is to go forward anyway, no matter how afeared. That is why I go forward, in the company of so many other brave men. Over there stands a miserable collection of sausage-eating, beer-swilling Imperial pudding heads. I think they will welcome death. And finally, as a man of wit and learning, I tell you that a book can be of much use before battle, particularly if your bowels are loosened. I do not recommend Tacitus, though. The pages of his works are not soft on the nether regions. Let's away!
Not sure if that means the book made him shit himself or it gave him a massive hard-on, but we'll take either answer. Right, let's get on with this one. Okay, so the Imperials do have a slight position advantage because there's a nice hill that they're going to be on. That sucks for us. Right. Let's get ourselves deployed. Now, reinforcements should engage from the city, which is, I don't know, probably on the top of that fucking mountain for all I know. So that road is some bullshiggle. Yeah, I didn't plan where my reinforcements... Well, look, our reinforcements will turn up and they'll help me because they've got the better units. This is just really extra troops that I'm just carrying around. They're like spare cargo. Which means that I'm basically doing this in reverse. I'm basically commanding the reinforcements before we do anything else. But either way, in light of the fact that the Imperials are using a lot of missiles and a fair bit of artillery, we're going to keep ourselves in a loose formation to try and minimise their casualties. Archers, loosen up your formations as well. We'll have them go forward because they're going to do the initial arrow volleys. That being said, it's probably not going to be the best of day for my archer militia, but unfortunately, when we are outnumbered in this initial phase, we've got to do what we've got to do. But then again, actually, maybe because I'm attacking, if I was to deploy a little bit further back, I might be able to just wait out for my reinforcements. That being said, I'm still in an incredibly disadvantaged position, but we'll see what the Imperials do. If they come forward, then we'll have to move up the hill quickly and engage. If they just choose to hold their position, we have the advantage of that. We can wait for our reinforcements to join us, and then we can make our true battle plan. General's on the flank. His main job is going to be just slaughtering as many crossbow militias as he can, as well as trying to just take out the enemy artillery. Anyway, let's just get on with this battle, and let's just see how the Imperials play against my opening gambit, because I just want to get my reinforcements in the field. But then again, just watch now, because the reinforcements will be delayed in 3, 2, 1, now. Right, Melva showed up for once. Right, well done, reinforcements. A good effort. The Imperials are holding their position at the top of the hill and haven't crested, so that's not going to make it easy for them to get their shots out against us. Now, the reason why I wanted to wait was because our reinforcements are bringing some artillery along, which will be most welcome for bringing down the enemy, really. So I think as long as the Imperials hold their position and choose... Well, they're not holding their position, but then again, I think they're just having a shuffle about. I think it's just because the fact that I'm bringing in reinforcements has just come to light. So got quite a few coming in, so I'm just going to let everyone get in the battlefield first. But first as first, let's get you archer militias in a loose formation, and let's start pushing you up this side of the hill. May as well try for a two-pronged attack. That's probably going to give us an advantage of some sorts. We haven't really too great, so I'm not even going to bother with fire arrows, because that's just probably going to hemorrhage our accuracy even further. Spears, I'm going to have you advance as one unit for now, but once more, keep it loose. Just start advancing up the hill. There we go. Artillery, you have a very simple job. Enable your fire shots, get yourself moving up, and try and take out some Imperials, please. There we go. Right, so everything's moving into position now. Now it's really just going to be a bit of a marching phase, this initial part of the battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this part out while we just get through the marching phase. I'm going to let my men get into position, and I will return when something interesting happens in this battle. But for now, Let's just get into position and prepare to spring. Well, I'm not going to spring a trap, I'm just basically preparing a kill box. Okay, so the artillery is now in position. It had to get all the way up to the road in order to fire, but that's a fair enough location. I've set it to start loosening off some fire shots. I'm also going to let the archers position just in front of it, just so we can start loosening off some additional shots from the archers. And hopefully that's going to enable us to get some kills. Now, it really isn't the best firing angle I've given my catapult, but unfortunately the Imperials have picked a pretty superior position to position themselves on. But I'm going to start getting my archers forward, start volleying against them. I'm going to keep our spears behind for the minute. The enemy doesn't really have any cavalry that can necessarily flank my artillery, but I like to keep it defended, just in case a town militia would say just start doing a bit of a foolish charge forward. We'd be ready for that, and we just nearly... I think we might have actually just taken out some of our artillery just there. That was a pretty good shot, whoever did that. But yeah, archers are now just moving forward. They're going to start letting off their shots. I'm going to just keep on regular shots because the enemy Imperials aren't that well armoured, so we should be alright taking them on. Most of them are just wearing padded armour. But I'm going to give each one a unit to play with, so those lot are going to play these ones. And then the 2 units we've got advancing here, they're going to just take on this flank here, so they all have their targets now, and we should be able to start cross-firing and just get some good shots going out to start slowing down the Imperials. One of our catapults passed away for some reason. That's a little bit annoying. Right, I don't know what took it out or how it died. I've got this horrible feeling that it's because they were sat right in front of each other. They did the classic thing where one just basically implodes, which is always very helpful to me. Very helpful. So I've seen we are getting a few good shots out, so we are starting to get our initial kills. And yeah, I'm basically targeting just to close this unit to my artillery. It's trying. Archers, I'd recommend if we are going to fire, let's peel off in this direction just so we can try and keep away from the projected path of our artillery. But it looks like the Imperials are trying to run to a more secure position now. So they're already running scared a little bit. I'm not saying that they're like fully fucking scared of us, but we've got them on the move at least, so they're wary of us. And oh, that was a near miss. That was a pretty good attempt. Right, artillery, you're gonna have to push yourselves up a little bit further. Infantry, let's get you lot just moving up a bit further as well. We're more or less out of range of the Imperials at the minute, but we need to just get a few troops moving forward because just in case they try to come forward and attack us. Archers, oh no, we didn't quite take it just when I thought they were going to attack us. Right, catapult, you know what you're doing. Or are you stuck? Come on, catapult, you can move. Come on, get your ass in gear. There we go. I think some of the engineers just wanted to try and carry on the corpse that was their old one. Right, come on. Prep her up to fire. I wonder if I could bring it closer actually. I could sit it there and then we're going to have a henge into it. You know what? Artillery, get yourselves on top of that hill. So far we're doing quite okay in terms of just artillery, well, in terms of like just losing our own men, as in we're not losing too many. And our archers are now just starting to let off their own shots. Now, yeah, we are fighting against crossbow men, but we do have advantage for that. I basically have more men firing, and we get our shots out much faster than the crossbows. Plus their reliance on having to have a more direct line of sight means those crossbows, they're going to struggle to hit me. At least in a perfect world that'd be the case. But yeah, ideally they should have some trouble trying to hit me, so we should be able to definitely start parrying with them and just start getting some good shots out. Where am I the rest of my archers? These archers, however, they're in a slightly less advantageous position. However, we're going to keep them just harassing the enemy crossbowmen, because it takes their attention off my onagers. You archers, I want you to loosen up your formations quite a bit, because right now you are a prime target for that artillery. So get your formations loosened up before you engage in any further combat, please. Alright, artillery, that's a lovely position you've got yourselves there, and now you should be able to start taking out their lines. So get yourselves up there, start loosening off your shots. Archers, you just keep playing the there we go, just keep playing the arrow game with them. We are definitely taking quite a few of them out. I'm not even having to like use my fire arrows. I don't really want to use my fire arrows because we're already in a disadvantageous position for accuracy. Plus it's raining, so I'm only saying this because in future Total War games you can't use fire arrows or fire munitions when it's raining. which is kind of more realistic, really. But yeah, right, artillery's just trying its best shot right now, and yeah, we're winning mainly because we are severely harassing the enemy front line with our arrows. We pretty much got a constant barrage coming up, so it's not giving them enough time to get their shots out. And yeah, look at that, that was a good shot. An eye for an eye. Might make the whole world blind, but at the same time it means they're not going to be launching their artillery in my direction. But yeah, this is a pretty deadly position we've got ourselves here. They can't see my men, but at the same time our men can basically just let their arrows come over the crest of the hill, start just piercing them. We've got ourselves an absolute winner of position here, and the enemy crossbowmen are pretty much helpless to stop me right now. So yeah, they're in a tough position right now, and my fucking heart goes out to them because yeah, they're getting crushed. And ooh, that looked painful. We only took out a couple of engineers, sadly. We are being attacked by where says one of the guys. They've got more crossbow militia there wearing their ugly padded sweaters. I hate that armor. It's just ugly and dirty. But then again, that's how you can just pretty much slow the entire Middle Ages right there. Alright, bits of it. Oh. Alright, their artillery is getting a few cheeky shots out against us. Archers, I want you to keep your fire up. Try and see if you can make your focus the enemy infantry. That shot went quite a distance out. It's quite dangerous there. Artillery, see if you can get another lucky shot against their catapult. I want to make it your primary target. You might not hit it necessarily, but if you could, that's gonna prevent any more casualties with some of my archers at least. This is just an absolute thing of beauty here. Like, alright, it's not really the best thing in the world, but it actually is just so nice just watching these arrows just slide up the hill, coming in from the rain, and they're just absolutely flummoxing the enemy crossbow militia. We haven't really killed all of them because yeah, but they've got their chainmail armor on, so it's going to take a few arrows to kill them, but we've got them off balance. They're barely getting their shots out, so we are commanding missile superiority right now. I'm just going to... Oh, this might be the winning shot. Winning shot. I was really hoping it would be. That catapult... Oh, yeah, they've got their ballistas out as well, yeah. Their artillery is really becoming quite a problem for some of my dudes. I'd say I'd try and use them to set fire to the enemy artillery, but that doesn't really work that way. However, maybe if you could try and shoot upon their positions, we might be able to start slowing down their engineers. And that might just buy us a slight advantage, or at least buy you some time to survive. But I would rather be taking out the enemy infantry, which is still in number. And I'm only saying that because town militia, yeah, when I use town militia, I don't really tend to do too well, but enemy town militia that's armoured, they have a really horrible habit of sticking around for a little bit too long in battles. So that's why I like to that's why I like to just kill them off with archers as soon as possible. Guys, you don't need to worry too much about skirmishing. The enemy is just trying to put you off there. That was just literally put off tactics. They were trying to get out against you there. Right. Catapult is, well, it's trying its hardest. I'm just going to say it is really trying its hardest right now. And these archers, we are just about out of ammo now. These guys, I think they're just about to use their last arrows. These guys, they're low on air arrows, we're low on air arrows, so yeah. I'm gonna just keep firing until we're out of arrows. Let's just see how many kills we can just basically squeeze out of my archers until they absolutely can't do anything anymore. Because, yeah, we may as well just try and take full advantage. I hope that tree's providing you lot with some good cover, by the way, because, yeah, that fucking ballista's just skewering my dudes right now. I've got my archers now just trying to just make it their focus now. We are definitely taking down a few of our engineers. We are laying down some hurt on them. But I don't think we're doing enough to get them slowed down. However, every engineer we kill effectively resets the firing cycle for their artillery. So that's what I really want to achieve in this battle. Still, it won't be long now until I start moving the spears forward. Our archers are now critically low on ammo. And I think the enemy has now gotten quite bored of me, and they are now just making the #1 target my artillery, which is quite exposed because I haven't really stacked a load of bodies around it just to absorb all the fire. And I'm not going to because I'm not willing. Oh, there it goes. Right, I wasn't going to willingly put my men in the path of a ballista. It's fucking stupid. Alright, artillery, you may want to get out of this battle now. Just withdraw. Your use has now been expended. Right, archers, how are we doing? We are critically low on ammo here. out of ammo here, and they're very tired. Archers, I just retreat. I know you're exhausted, but just make sure you're getting yourselves back to a safe position where you're not going to get yourselves in trouble, you know. You lot as well, you're out of ammo now, so once more, you just retreat to a safe position. You lot, you've still got ammo left, so you don't need to be retreating to a safe position. Come on. Get your last shots out, or are you just all... Yeah, I don't know if they were just all trying to turn back and just do a quick cheeky trick shot just to finish it off. I think that was just my last volley we witnessed there. Yeah, that was the last volley. Right, good job, lads. You've done yourselves proud today. Didn't see any promotions though, so I guess you haven't got the most kills in the world. But at the same time, the enemy crossbow line has been significantly weakened, so that is going to make advancement very easy for my spears now. You lot, just go ham on the infantry right now. Just keep it going. I'm going to start sending in the spearmen just to finish the job now. Spears, it's a very simple advance for you now. Get your asses in gear. Get up the hill. Simon, I want you up here as well. You just get ready to finish the job now. While we just get some random annoyances here. Yeah, these archers, they didn't get the best time in the battle. They've been skewered by artillery, and I should have done more against it, really. Lads, instead of retreating to a henge, that'd be such a good hiding place, but no, fuck it. Retreat to a henge. Get there, and you're in cover. I should have kept you guys lower on the hill, really, so the artillery had a harder time hitting you, and I paid the price for that. Ooh, that was painful. Alright, archers, just pull back a little bit, get yourselves into a safe position, we might be able to get you some assistance. By the way, rest of my spears, you want to start advancing as well. I know you're quite far behind, but just get a shift on, because we are now sending Armageddon to the enemy. Well, I'm going to say Armageddon, it's just fucking spear militia, but then again, they're gold tiered armoured spear militia. They are wearing some nice heavy chainmail. Cavalry, I was just to start moving, because the enemy is going to imminently start firing upon my spears. So let's get their lines disrupted. Let's get them thinking about you rather than what's coming up the hill, because that is exactly where I want the enemy. I can just basically manipulate them from here. Cavalry, get in there. There's an isolated unit for you to just use as you chew toy, and you just completely fail to listen to orders. Simon, this is how you're going to get yourself killed in battle. That's how all generals get themselves killed in battle as well. Alright, not all of them. They get killed by one of two ways. One, I start ignoring them and basically get them killed via that way. Or two,
tidings. The enemy general lies dead. The battle is very much in our favour.
That was quite lucky for you there, Simon. Or two, they failed to listen to my orders and then get themselves killed because they didn't listen to my tactical superiority, but I totally have. Right, you lot, just run it into their artillery. Just get it while it's gone and got itself exposed. Simon, you have fun chasing down everyone who's routed now, because it looks like the rest of the enemy is going that way now. Spears, I'd say bugger it now. I know you're at the top of the hill. Your standard's doing quite alright. Strike while the iron's hot. I want you to just run into battle now. Just get in there. Don't let them get a single volley out against you. Just get right in there. Crash into their lines, and look at that. You're just going to break them just by your presence alone. That is how we turn one unit routing into a fucking tsunami of routing. God, bloody hell, Simon, you're going to have your work cut out for you right here, lad. Right, just see how many you can get killed. I want to see some chevrons appearing on your lovely picture. There, that handsome moustache and ball cut combo, you bloody hell. God in heaven. It's terrible, really. Oh well.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have
Maybe we
lost
could start calling
half
him
their
Ray
men.
Bloody Purchase. That might be a better idea for him. Right, come on, Mr. Purchase. Get on with it. He's doing his best. He really is. Well, I say he's doing. Yeah, he's got a chevron. Well done, well done, well done, well done, Mr. Purchase. You've got yourself a lovely chevron. Right, see if we can break the last units. We've got a ballista. Oh well, I think they've just gone for a general retreat now. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to kill enough just to get the army wiped off the face of the earth. They're gonna be back, but you know, we've scared them off.
The enemy army flees the field.
That's a good enough result for me today. I wasn't really bringing my best army in the world. I mean, no, they weren't either. And to be honest, right now, I think we need to conserve some of our troop numbers because my intel reports there are some pretty big Imperial armies lurking in the Alps, and I think we're going to be in for a bit of a fight with them again. I think they're going to be back in our primary focuses once more. And while I don't necessarily want to spend all my time fighting them, we may need to see fit that we remove some more territory from them. I'm thinking we definitely make a move on Innsbruck. get rid of our last castle, and then we'll definitely seal their fates as a nation of militia. And then that's just gonna, you know, any attack without a send after that, we can probably bat off quite easily. Not to say I'm discounting militia totally. The militia are good, but we're good at killing militia, you see. Alright, that's the last of them escaped. See you later, losers. Or at least I say that, I think we've got a few more who they took the long way out. Alright. Simon, see if we can catch them and kill them. My spears are doing their best, but they're having trouble keeping up. But yeah, that's a pretty good battle there. Victory to me is the important factor of the day. And now we can go and do something else, and all my units just slow down as well. Lads, come on. Don't take the piss. Spears, call it a day. You're not going to get any further doing this, are you? Let my men... Oh, Simon! Why are you stopping and starting? What the fuck are you actually trying to achieve from doing that? Right, whatever. Try and get the other guy. I honestly don't know what he's trying to achieve just by randomly stopping. It's like he's got fucking, like, bloody magnets on his feet or something like that. Just, like, repel the floor. Or attract to the floor,
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, it's not really an awe-taking victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. I think we killed a lot more men than I thought I did, though. I didn't really think we killed that many, but oh well, you know what, I'll take those numbers still. Yeah, we did pretty well. Archers, naturally, they were the MVPs, as you can see. They were, each one of them brought a lot of kills in. Catapult, didn't get too many kills. I didn't really have the best of times today, unfortunately. But I'm just happy that's a victory there, and that's the Imperials driven away.
Preparing to ambush, my lord.
I'll give them the option to ransom, because I really could use a bit more money. Why do they always refuse to pay me for my ransoms? I'm not going to, like, back out of my word. I was going to release them.
Glorious
because I don't have an option
ours,
to like, take the money and run.
My lord.
Right.
As you wish.
Let's try the magic tool out. Apparently if I hit M, all my units merge automatically. Oh my god, it actually works. Right, that's cool. Thank you, fair commenter, whose name has escaped me for these 2 seconds. Began with the letter T, I know that. But seriously, thank you for telling me that. I could just basically hit M and my troops just merge automatically. That is actually such a fucking time saver. By the way, Simon now has gained a command star. Well done, Simon. You've got quite a few command stars under your belt now, so I'm happy for that. We'll deal with all this stuff in a minute. He's also now feeling appreciated. Good, I could always use a bit more loyalty. Relations worsened because apparently my relations with the Imperials could actually somehow get worse. Right, I don't really have a lot of money, but definitely get the cap. Oh, we could just retrain it all. Actually, right, get it all retrained, and we shall begin making our plans to march on Innsbruck very soon. In fact, where is my spy? You, Philip.
Where to, sire?
I'd say watch Innsbruck, but I think I already have eyes on Innsbruck, or at least I'm going to get another spy at Innsbruck. I want... can't get in these cities. I was going to say these would be good cities for us to watch. I want you to get eyes on Captain Lorenz. I want to know what he's up to. I just want to know what his army's consisting of. And yes, we do now share a border with the Pope himself. So that's probably now more of an excuse to us for us to not get in his bad books now. But that being said, at least our Popes aren't going to just randomly die all the time now because of the Milanese. So, way. I always get perplexed by that one cutscene because my spy is so badly hidden, yet they fall for it every time. Anyway, this is the army of Captain Lorenz. It's more or less actually what we just fought now, except there's a couple of spears that have made their way into the army, so... Ooh, right. Shouldn't be the worst. Make it worse. Get your ass up to Innsbruck. I want to keep my eye on the Imperials up there. And I have spotted an assassin, Forsten from Nuremberg. What do you have to say for yourself firstly, Forsten?
Do not tell mein Kaiser you saw me.
I'm going to tell him. I don't know who your Kaiser is right now because I've killed a few of them, so I don't know who the Kaiser is. Either, can I just kill you instead? Oh wait, you've already done something this time. keep near him.
As
I
you
want him gone. Even though we're just giving away our presents, but yeah. By the way, El Villara del Sierra, I know you're here to talk to Milanese, but do you want to talk to me? I've got a lovely prince here.
An order.
Who, can you guys, like, chat? No, you just scared away. Well done, Prince
As
Harry.
you
You're
command.
fucking terrible, aren't you, with women? Yeah, we need to start doing that. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's hit the magic M key first. Oh, I love this so much now. Wow, that's actually opened up a lot of gaps in the army, though, but... Yeah, let's start our initial bits of retraining, and then we'll make our plans. Actually, you know what? The likelihood of an Imperial attack on us is quite low, so I'm actually going to send the spear levies away because, well, you know, send anything, well, actually, send anything that's weakened and can only be retrained at a castle away because they're not going to do anything here, are they? So we'll get these lots sent away. Then can head back to Bern for retraining, and then Genoa can invest its funds in other pursuits, really. But yeah, you can retrain. I know I'm now retraining castles, but I think this is just really for the purpose of getting them some armor upgrades, which we can do here, because we have an armor, which means we can get people up to using heavy mail again. So I can basically have a lot of improved cavalry and a lot of improved spearmen and melee men and all that. You're keeping your eye on Marseille. We're going to siege that town out, I think. I'm not even going to bother taking that one conventionally. I need to get rid of Bindello de Fra, by the way. What do we know about Bindello de Fra? And we'll also get rid of Captain Arnold by extension.
No more words. Draw your sword.
Not a lot known, but he only has 3 units, and this is going to be an excuse for me to try my new unit, the arquebusiers. If that's how you say it, I'm going to keep saying it like that. So yeah, the arquebusiers are our first little lot of handgunners, or dudes with guns. Hopefully it'll be better than a Milanese tripe we saw. So I want the arquebusiers to take a small force of knights out, have them backed up by Francis, and... well, I want to say take some yeomen, but I'm going to be cocky and say no. Because I want to see the arquebusiers perform on their own. This is going to be... Because I don't know... you know, gunpowder's a bit of a new thing to me in this game, so... I want to give them a go without relying on yeomen to back me up. So let's have a go at this one. So... Sending out a sizable force, yes, but I want to kind of then get rid of Captain Arnold right after. So, you know, I'm bringing enough troops just in case Captain Arnold's brought something with a bit more teeth, because he's got a slightly fuller banner, so you might have some troops I need to deal with. So, yeah. But either way, it's just nice to have a bit of a rebel clear out. Oh, wait, he's just going to join the battle anyway. So this is Captain Arnold, 2 crossbows, a peasant, and a sergeant spear. Right, we'll wipe him out with my dudes. And Bindello de Fra, by the way, Italian spear militia and crossbowmen. Right. We should win this one, however, I don't know if the arquebusiers fed too well. And again, I could just attack at night, make it easy for myself, and just take them out one at a time, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright lads, get this one over and done with, because I want to see I just want to see some Italian spear militia get shot by my guns.
Muster your courage, men! We march into... The time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together, then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Englishmen. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. And if you should happen to come across a particularly lovely young lady in need of my protection, well, scrub her clean and send her to my tent. Battle gives me 2 things. A powerful thirst and the horn. Let's do this lark then, lads!
don't know why we keep having the horny dudes in my armies. Right, let's get on with this one. So, naturally, the gunners are going to be the front line, and because I have guns, it's probably going to be an incredibly bad idea to have anyone stand in front of them, because that's a great way to get a bullet in the back. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to know. Yeah, alright, if you're that pro sniper bastard on battlefield, there's gravity on your bullets. However, they more or less shoot in a straight line, and I still haven't, well, there was a guy who was bullying me on Battlefield 4 a few years ago. He just kept fucking sniping me like an absolute cunt. That being said, I can do some pretty good snipes in that game, but we're not here to play Battlefield 4 right now. We're here to play Medieval 2 Total War. I'm going to send the guys with the incredibly fancy trousers. I don't really know why this is a high fashion for my gunmen, but okie dokie. I guess they just get to have a nice hats. Men with nice hats, just get on with it. I want to see how you're doing it, but you won't be allowed to be doing a safety dance. And the enemy hasn't actually camped on the hill to make life hard for me. Right, get yourselves up there. I want to observe your tactics while we have some nice Spanish music for some reason. You lot, get up on the hill and await further orders. And you lot, who are watching this, don't move, because literally after one little fair transition, we're going to see some people getting shot. Okay, so we're nearing on our targets now. Now, one thing we can say is these guys are outranged by crossbow men. Well, there is a bit of an elevation thing going on. But my guys have now just drawn into range, so we're going to start getting our first shots out. Now, it is foggy. It isn't really the best of accuracy planes, and in fact, this hill's not going to make life easy for them. Lads, get up, get on the top of the hill. But, ooh, that was a nice bit of thunder there. And, yeah, a couple of them went down. Not too bad, and their morale's already dipped down to steady, so we're already doing quite well. But gunners, I need you to rapidly advance on the enemy positions. Just crest that hill and get your next volley out. Lads, prepare to fire. Oh yeah, you do have to load their guns, some of them. Okay, lads, make it thunder. And you didn't, oh wait, my work's skirmishing anyway. I don't know, maybe these guys just like to have a have you got some of you guys stuck torches on your guns, by the way? That's not recommended. That'll make the gunpowder blow up even faster. Attack! Okay, lads, are we going to volley or what? I need to get some shots out on those Italian spear militia. I mean, I've got this bloody lone gunman out here who's ready to do it all. And we also need to take out Bindello. Right, General, where are you? Get your ass up here. Bindello ain't going to kill himself, unfortunately. Knights, get yourselves in position, prepare to strike. You lot, I need to see a volley coming out soon. How do I evaluate how good you are when you don't do a shit? Lads. Attack! Hello? Right, I'm guessing it even takes a long time to aim and shoot your gun, or these guys just genuinely can't be bothered. Lads. Oh, there we go. We got another volley out, and fuck all happened. In fact, the enemy's morale is now doing excellent. Right, guys. Get another volley out, and for fuck's sake, do it properly. I'm guessing I'm going to have to take more time to practice with these losers. But come on, lads. Get a proper volley out this time. Come on, come on. You must be very thrilled watching me be hopeless with gunpowder. Right, we definitely got shake. Ooh, yeah, a couple of them died. Alright, ooh, actually, yeah, about 10 of them taken down. Alright. It's not exactly the best kill volley in the world, but ooh, it's loud, it's proud, and it isn't really doing a lot for their morale, actually. Right. And we have a lot of ammo left, and these guys are just going to get mulched in the field. Alright, gunners. One more volley, and then, because now the knights are inbound, and they're going to finish the job for us, and I'm sending in the general just to kill their general now. I want to get rid of Bindello. Gunners, this is your last volley. Get it out and make it count. I've seen enough of your performance this battle. I wasn't too impressed, unfortunately. I need to improve you, but then again, that was a pretty good volley there. See, these guys can get good volleys when I want to. I think we do have a disadvantage of all the terrain and elevation and all that. Alright, gunners, call it a stop now, because otherwise you're going to start shooting my own guys. Do not fire at will, please. Alright, so I've just engaged the general. Knights, one of you come round and give the general a hand. You lot, just close in on the spear militia. It should be a very simple kill for you. You lot, how's the enemy general doing? He's doing alright. He's still got a lot of morale about him. Get up the hill, push him away from his reinforcements. isolate him and kill him from there, please. He shouldn't be too strong. He's basically on the same level as he's just a male knight at the end of the day. Well, he's a feudal knight, really. But he's killable, and my knights are now just getting in there, causing harassment, causing complications.
If we continue like this, we will
Good job,
smash
lads.
the enemy.
Arquebusiers, we need to work on your skills, but hopefully next time we use you, it won't be as disappointing. I think, you know, first time jitters, we'll just put it down to first time jitters.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
The enemy general isn't gone yet, so I don't know why you're saying you await my command when my command has always been fucking kill the enemy general, please. Or capture it. Either way, just put an end to his life because he is of no use to me. He is of no worth. All he's doing right now is just blocking up a mountain pass, but I really could use being up. So, you know, just get rid, please. There we go. Alright, we've got a nice classic fight going on here. It could go either way, unfortunately, because, yeah, the enemy is doing alright, but then again, yeah, his morale's sinking, and we just need one person just to sink their sword right into Mr. Bindello, and then it'll just be all over for the rebels. So come on, who's gonna be the lucky dude and get the sword in Mr. Bindello, or sound an amazing trumpet of heroicness? Yeah, someone did that, right. So I think in the future, arquebusiers will be useful when we're fighting against an enemy who can't do ranged stuff to save their own lives. What's the best use of them? I think we'll need to find other uses for them. I have a feeling these guys are probably going to be I think we'll put them. I might play to their strengths in a more defensive situation than an offensive one, because probably a big thunderous volley of bullets is probably not going to do well for someone advancing on the positions.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Good job, lads. I see some of their troops have, unfortunately, still got the will to fight. So if you complete... Oh, there we go.
Flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
General, chase them down. Get your last bits of XP in there. And then we can call that one a day. Well done, lads. Nice kill. Nice little experiment. I think I'll try and utilise my arquebusiers as a more defensive unit next time around. I don't think they're that great for offence. Maybe we haven't found their perfect situation yet, but hey, you never know. I think I'll definitely keep a few in the army, and we'll find a way of getting rid of them. It might do well. I say they might do well against the Mongols, but then again, we're just gonna get absolutely fucked by the cavalry. But then again, I think one good arquebusier volley could dispatch a unit of horse archers that had wandered too close to me. Maybe, maybe not. There's only one way to find out, and that's by actually doing it. We need to put the theory into practice. We need to run an experiment. But for now, we're just going to watch this loser run away because, well, he's a loser.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Good job, men. Nice experimental battle with a satisfactory result. Now, don't get comfortable just yet. None of you get any experience, annoyingly. But don't get comfortable just yet, because you're about to go into another battle, because I said so. Oh, wow, he vibrated a lot in his death, by the way.
By God's will, we have triumphed!
Good job. Now,
Hail
go kill
king.
Captain Arnold, and then your life will be complete.
Hail my king!
Except that won't happen till next
you
turn.
command,
So,
my liege.
yeah, maybe I should have taken them on both at once, but then again, because of the army structure, yeah, it would be better if I hadn't. I made a very unbalanced army structure, so, yeah. Right. We've still got 10 minutes of the episode left, so I'm not really going to necessarily start another battle, because I don't really want to do the battle of Dongola just yet, because Kitbuka Varathol is going to... I can see that being as a bit of a long battle. By the way, Fat Alan is streaming FIFA. I don't know who Fat Alan is. I didn't even add this bastard on Xbox, but apparently he's streaming FIFA 19. So if anyone you want to add fucking XXX Fat fucking Alan, go for it. Right, anyway, before we were rudely interrupted by some fat man named Alan, how are we doing over here?
You will have
No mercy. Sorry.
Once
You are my prisoner! We know that it's probably going to be a standard Mongolian army, and they've got fucking gold experienced dudes who have got all their experience from killing me, right? Well, Dongola has a nice balanced army with a lot of cavalry, so I think it might be in a position to parry and tarry with Kitbuka, and I'm definitely going to take the offensive on him, because I'm not going to sit around and be defensive this time. I'm going to take him out. And also because I don't have enough archers to play this one defensively. So yeah, I don't have any florins. So yeah, how do we kill the last few minutes of this episode? Well, you know what we do? Let us do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's just do some random housekeeping. Let's have a look at our agents. How are our agents doing today?
Sire.
I've got Perkin. I was going to send him to have a chat with the Byzantines because the Hungarians are just being useless. So go talk
Without
to
question, sire.
the Byzantines, please.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
He'll probably be just
Tomorrow's
as,
journey
if not
planned
more,
out,
useless,
sire.
but we'll just see what we can do. I'd say we could try and get a ceasefire with the Sicilians, but to be honest, there's a lot I could gain from a war with them. Joffrey the
Yes,
Corrupt,
Your
you're
Highness.
currently just going around, yeah, you're just... I want you to... I know we're losing our Catholic grip on the area, but could you just
God's
move close to the city, because then we can watch it.
In God's
Because
name.
that's the plan ultimately. I don't want you just standing around in the desert. If we can keep our eye on Damascus, that's going to help us all the more. But we may need your services in
God's
Antioch if we retake it, because it's just about out of Catholicism now.
On my
So
way.
get your ass up
God's
there, please. Who else is wandering around? I've got some traders. Ralph is in
Yes,
Dongola.
Highness.
You stay where you are right now, because I need to keep the Catholicism up, just to keep the people in line. John Bush, yeah, you're currently watching Vienna now. I think we have a grip on what the enemy's up to here. I've got one guy here. Yeah, you know what? You stay in Vienna for now. You've got a good line of sight, so I want you there. I've got a cardinal in Stockholm. I think I was sending him to deal with a witch, but
God's servant.
the witch has wandered off into Polish territory, so it's no longer my problem. So you can hold your position for now and just continue doing your thing. Unless there's somewhere that isn't as Catholic. Ooh, yeah, 91% in
God's
fucking Hamburg here. Yeah, the witch has probably been reducing her Catholicism a little bit, so I may as well get over there and just undo her damage. Right, anyone else need things to do? I've got John of Ashwell. He's in Cairo right now. Stay in Cairo. I want you watching that city with your beady eyes. What if that guard had an existential crisis when his arm clipped through that sack? Right, who else have I not dealt with? So that was John of Ashwell I was dealing with lastly. Was it? Yes, it was. So I've got Tobias.
Need someone
Charles, you're currently waiting for orders because you can't do anything.
Yes.
Stephen
Your
Hick,
Highness.
you're in the sea because I'm going to send you somewhere. But there isn't a lot I can do because of the whole quarantine on Nottingham right now. Council,
God's servant.
you're in Alexandria. Keep watching Alexandria and report on any
God's-
changes in the area. Then again, I could really use someone watching Gaza. Yeah, get your ass up to Gaza. And they better not have turned Gaza into a city,
Continuing
by
once
the way.
I have rested.
I built that up into a fortress.
Yes, Your Highness.
Who's left? I've got a merchant. I've got another spy in the sea. He's got his orders. I've got Philip in Milan.
Where to, sire?
He's headed for Innsbruck. I've got Hubert, who is already at Innsbruck. So, are you already in? Yeah, he's in Innsbruck, isn't he? Yeah, he's in. Right, so I didn't need to intercept it. We know that they've got some mercenary knights, a lot of armoured sergeants, some dismounted feudal knights. It's going to take a little bit of cracking in that town. Not too much. Philip, let's get you. I mean, you've got very high subterfuge, so I don't see why you couldn't
I am spent,
maybe get into
sire. I
Bologna
shall
or
continue
Venice. So
tomorrow.
get your ass down now. I'm going to have a look into that. Edmund, he is busy watching
God's
the
servant.
Marseille lands, and I've got a diplomat in
Yes, my
Dijon
lord.
who needs something to do. I was going to send you to deal with the Spanish, I believe, so why don't you go and deal with the Spanish and try and...
I cannot do that, sire.
Try and get an alliance
Approaching
out of
their
them.
dignitaries,
I could
sire.
use one. I'll pay good money for it as well, because then at least that'll secure my western border for a very long time, or for as long as the Spanish don't betray me. Anyway, that's pretty much a nice place to call it an episode for today, my friends, so I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and next time... we are going to fight the Mongolians near Dongola to try and keep them out of Dongola. And then we are going to go to the next turn and deal with a few more rebels, spend a lot more money, get some spies planted, maybe capture a little Mediterranean island to make my new home. Oh, and we're going to siege Antioch and try and complete the crusade. Unless the Mongolians ruin everything first. And then that will result in the death of King Arthur, probably. But hey, then we get King Harry Spill! And we've all been looking forward to that, or at least I've been looking forward to that. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed, my friends, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Have a lovely evening.